Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Happy Hour podcast. We said just a few minutes ago we'd be joined by Wes from Puddle of Mudd. We are now live with Wes from Puddle of Mudd. We're on Facebook Live, and of course, for those of you who can't join us live on Facebook Live, we're on Spotify, iHeart, wherever you find your podcasts. We're coming at you. Wes, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it big time, man. God bless.
I appreciate you, man.
We've had a lot of people from all over the world reach out to us saying, hey, we can't wait to hear what Wes is up to. And, you know, man, it's going to be a fun little ride. Tell us about your new album, man. Welcome to Grenada.
Yeah, Welcome to Grenada is just like it's just a mirage of amazing stuff. And just a lot of like, shoot, man, blood, sweat, tears, and inspiration from everybody around the world, and all different kinds of artists. And it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to like wrap it up into one shell, but
yeah.
I'm really proud of all the musicians and the artists that I got to work with on this record. And I commend them all, and I thank them all for all their help, and everybody's families and everybody's support for the music and stuff. And we're just trying to reach people,
Oh yeah.
And how was it now with the new album? Did you guys record that before all this stuff COVID happened? And how has it been releasing everything with COVID? Because I mean, I've been hearing all kinds a lot of the songs on the radio. You guys have been killing it with all that. How was it with shooting the video, Go to Hell?
That was pretty simple, man. Actually, my sister, my crew, my family, my familia, they take care of everything, and it's awesome. It gives me a little break. I love the break, actually. I'm very bummed out about the whole entire COVID scenario, but I've been touring for like 3 years straight out of freaking jail and rehab. So, man, I love the break, but that's just how I'm rolling.
And we hear, now that you brought that up, we hear you're doing a lot better from all that you've been sober for a good while. Congratulations on that, man. Our one host, Mike, here with us, he's been sober for a while too.
Yes, sir.
So, congratulations on that. It's good stuff, and I'm happy for it, because myself, I grew up a fan of Nirvana. And when I first heard you guys, I was like, oh shit, man, they sound like Nirvana. They sound exactly like Nirvana. So I've been a fan since day one, so it's good to see you guys out doing new stuff. And also, we see that you guys made the rock Billboard at number 9. How do you feel about that?
I mean, that's a big accomplishment, really. I mean, in any stretch in this world. I mean, I'm super proud of the entire team and everybody, and all of the songwriters and stuff. And, it's just a mega collaboration of love and hope and, angst and will, and we can fight through this and get through this together, and it's just really seriously a blessing, and I am seriously blessed. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
And you guys. Thank you,
definitely. And during COVID, how have you been keeping yourself busy, man, during all this stuff with COVID? Like, and fortunately for us, the podcast has kept us busy, Zoom, Skype, all that, we've been able to do whatever the hell we wanted to do with guests. So I was hoping you would, what was it?
All I need, baby. Woo!
It's like next thing you know, you're like, well, you know what? I think I've been locked up for so long, I might actually become a chef. All this touring around, I found my inner self. What was that, Wes? I think we lost you on audio.
Yeah, we could do the chef challenge thing. Against like rocker,
And also a big thing too is your Come Clean album, especially Blurry, 20 years. You're coming up on that. How was that? I mean, definitely right off the top, Come Clean, that album came out with Control, She Hates Me, all those just skyrocketed, right into the stratosphere when you guys came out.
First of all, I'd like to say that, there would not be any like awesomeness without the radio and media promotional people like you guys. With hearts. You guys got strong hearts, and I really appreciate that, man. Yeah. And it's shoot, man. I mean, it's a very touching song, and it has. Shoot, man, it's healed people. I've had grown men start crying on my shoulder, and
wow,
yeah, I mean, it's it's crazy, and females too, and it really touches people.
Well, you do have the voice of an angel, so.
What you got?
Well, you do have the voice of an angel, so.
Hey, you know what, man? I mean, I'm giving it a whirl. I'm not sure if I might go angel status.
Now,
but yeah, that's crazy, and music makes people heal, and I'm here to help.
Yeah, and Wes, you've toured all over the place. I've seen you live. I saw you live. I think it was 2010 in Baltimore at Power Plant Live, and one of the things. There were a lot of chicks throwing their bras up on stage. And I'm like, this is great. Yeah, in rough estimate, if you could guess, how many sets of boobs do you think that you have seen over your career? If you could give a rough estimate. Look at him looking around. He's like, is there anybody around here?
Shoot, man, I'll tell you what. I was just telling a friend of mine that, the weirdest thing about doing this whole entire crazy rocker thing is having to sign somebody's some woman's shrivelly, saggy down. Tested. Boob and the Sharpie don't even freaking work, dude.
Oh man.
I can't sign your boob. No way.
Speaking of which, aside from boobs, what would you say is the weirdest object anybody has ever had you sign?
The weirdest object is a baby's forehead.
Really? How does that work? Hey, Wes, here's my child. Please sign my child.
That's exactly how it went, man.
Sign my child.
You're probably sitting there like Jesus Christ. It's like, if at that point in time, if you weren't having a few drinks then, it's like, I definitely need a goddamn drink now. Like I just signed somebody's live child. Woo! And also, before you guys had your 5 studio albums, you guys also had the album Abrasive and Stuck. How was it with the pre-albums? And did you guys release a lot of that? Has a lot of that came out over the albums that you guys have had over time? I know you guys lost material in the fire that Universal had. Was any of that stuff from Stuck or Abrasive?
I don't believe that those masters were in that fire. And God bless Universal, and they've done massive amounts of amazing things for my life. And I give them a slip on that one.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Just sue people? It's a time-consuming deal. I don't know. What would you do, Bud? What are you gonna do?
I mean, you can only do the best, whatever you can do.
Yeah,
and out of the new album, what would you say your favorite song is?
Golly Moses. I like the Just Tell Me.
Yeah. Tell Me was good. We sat there, reviewed the whole album, and dude, it's gold. It's gold. Yeah, we love it. We're gonna, when we edit all this together, everybody watching live at home, unfortunately, we can't play it live, but when you listen to this next Sunday, we will have a lot of the new songs from Puddle of Mudd playing, so you guys can hear them.
And by the way, on the other albums, like Abrasive and Stuck, man, rock them out, dude.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are fine, we'll play whatever from you guys on our commercial breaks and all that.
Man. You guys are awesome.
What would you say? And Happy Hour Podcast, we ask all these questions. What would you say are some of the craziest moments you have had while you've been traveling up and down the road that you can remember and recall?
All right, so one time I was in the Sunset Marquee, and Courtney Love walked me, like she kind of jammed me right there and introduced me to Pamela Anderson.
Oh,
and
yes.
I was with the original guitar player from Puddle of Mudd, Jimmy Allen, and he had a room up there. So I was just sitting up there playing guitar, writing some songs with Jimmy. And you know, Courtney and Pam came in, and, you know, it was like, we're writing songs here, you know, like, whatever. I think she had me do a little bump ski off of her little boop skis.
Hey.
And then you know, Bob's my friend, you know, Kid Rock, Bob. He's like my bro. I couldn't go down, like, you know, whatever. So they had to go. And then Courtney showed back up. Hell, I ended up in her bed, and she was crying and playing the acoustic guitar.
Could you imagine? Like you said, you probably looked up. You were probably like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
That's Bill.
Yeah. What world am I in right now? Like,
shit.
I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I need to get out of here now.
She was too thick for my bones at that point. That's too cheesy, and you know what I'm saying. But you know, kind of weird. But I got out of there alive, so I'm done. Yeah.
Woo! And I also saw something, if you can confirm or deny, something about you took a trip to Graceland, and you entered a pool on the property that was restricted.
Lovely, and the
You
whole
leave
thing
Graceland.
yeah, I was going through Graceland. My old tour manager, Janine Edwards, she was working with you know, Mrs. Presley. And we got some free passes. So my old drummer, he was like, yo, man, like, jump in the pool. You know, I was like, yeah, it was burning up. So I just jumped in there, did like a jackknife deal. And then I just got kicked out of there. I had to run away from the entire Graceland property. I ended up at a freaking like a auto shop, kind of like repair shop. And I was soaking wet, you know, and the guys that were working there actually gave me a ride back to the hotel, but they would only drop me off like 4 blocks from the hotel because they didn't want anybody to know that they had picked up this dude that, like, accidentally, freaking diggity, jumped into Elvis Presley's pool. And so get you some of that.
Oh my gosh, Jesus!
That's I'm not even lying to you guys.
Oh man.
Now, Wes, when you drank, what was your go-to when you were a drinker?
Excuse me, sir.
When you were drinking, what was your go-to?
Drinking, I just Coors Light, baby.
Coors Light, awesome. Yeah, we do a beer of the week, and we did it before we went live with you. We actually have something called DC Brawl on the Wings of Armageddon, and that does that not look like the Avenged Sevenfold logo on that can? I looked at it, I'm like, did you bring me Avenged Sevenfold beer? Like, what the hell is this?
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, what the hell? And I thought it was something from Avenged Sevenfold, and then we read it, and we're like, oh, okay. You know, on the Wings of Armageddon Imperial IPA. So, you know, shout out to them. They're our beer of the week this week. And
what is it? Shout out, baby. Yeah.
And Wes, you've been up and down the road with a lot of bands. Who do you think was your favorite to tour with?
Oh my God. Wow. Man. Holy moly. I love being on tour with Godsmack and the Deftones in the very, very beginning, and Stained. And Limp Bizkit, you know, and Korn, holy moly, and Linkin Park, God rest Chester's soul. Oh dear, that breaks my heart every time I even say his name. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing, like, you know, freaking, oh God, man. I mean, there's so many bands. Like The Cure on my birthday last year in Austria. At the Nova Rock Show. It's an amazing festival. Everybody should go there. If you're planning on doing something fun, go to the Nova Rock Show. It's amazing. And playing the Rock on the Range, you know, that my like my best bro in the world, Danny Wimmer. Like he is the man, and it's, you know, it's amazing. You know, it's just, there's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, freaking, I could just sit here and bless so many people. It's insane, but you guys don't want to freaking probably hear about it. But, everybody at Universal and Geffen and Pavement and Flawless, Fred Durst. I wouldn't even be sitting here talking to you dudes if it wasn't for Fred Durst. Ever.
And Fred found, he discovered one of my other favorite bands, Stained. Aaron Lewis and Stained. I love Stained with a passion just as much as I love you guys. And, you know, it's crazy some of the people that he's discovered and, you know, put out there. So
he's a helpful person, man. Go ahead, buddy.
And with those bands that you traveled with, who would you say that you got in trouble with probably the most?
Me.
Yeah.
That's honest.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Wes, I guess, were you always the instigator of everything? Is that what it is? That what?
No, just trouble just seemed to find him. That's all.
Yeah.
Rocks at things that shine, man, you know? And it's cool. I can take the hit. No big deal.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. You're a rock star. Fuck it.
And going back to your new album and your new video, at the end of the video, it says, "In memory of Sean Scantlin." So what does that mean at the end of the video, in memory of Sean Scantlin?
Oh man. Okay. Well, you know, that's my cousin, man. That's my mega omega. It's just hard to explain. You know, the thing about being on tour is that, like you're like kind of, you're not like attached, you're like disattached or whatever it is. And, you know, somebody walks up to you right before you go on stage and says, "Yeah, hey man, Sean's dead." And I'm, you know, I can't even cry, man. You know, that was my favorite person. And you know, I don't know what went down, but I love him. And I know that he's flying around in heaven with my grandmother, Mary Ellen Scantlin. And, you know, and just, it's, you know, he's there. I mean, I'm going to rock with that dude, man. He's awesome. I mean, the dude's awesome. So celebrate his awesome life. Let's get down, and, you know, and I will be freaking hanging with my homie cousin, Sean Scantlin, when I get after this, like, you know, switch realms. It's cool. Dig it. And, you know, God bless, Godspeed, and he's flying with the angels, man, for real.
Now, when that happened, were you at a show that night? Did you have to go play?
Yes, sir.
After you found that out?
Yes, sir. No, immediately before I went on stage.
Oh man, yeah. And
wow.
Anybody who listens to the podcast, they know I did myself professional wrestling for 21 years, and it's crazy, you know, in that atmosphere when someone gives you news like that. You know, it's one of those kinds of things that hits you, just like with wrestling. You know, you're getting ready to go out of the curtain and you find something out, but it's like, you know, you got to flip that switch, because it's like, all right, you know, I know this just happened, but also there's however many people out there that, you know, they're expecting to get this. So it's crazy how performers can turn that switch on and go out there and do what they need to do, you know, no matter what's going on in life.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's crazy, man. Like, you know, you can't cry before you sing. It's there's some weird thing that happens in your throat.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what the hell it is, but like, you know, when I heard my grandmother, Mary Ellen Scantlin, had passed away right before I went on stage, I couldn't cry because I wouldn't have been able to sing, you know? So I had to wait a little while, and then I could weep and mourn and, you know, get some hugs from my friends and stuff like that, you know, on the tour bus.
And with touring, when do you guys think that you'll be able to start up? I know I've seen online that you guys are thinking about 2021. When do you think, and do you have any specific locations where you might do the first show when you go back on the tour?
There's like a June, like in June something, June 10th. I don't know, but it just really seriously boils down to everybody's just waiting for a really like a cure. You know?
The vaccine. They're talking about all these vaccines, and we're like, come on, fuckers, get them done.
Right? Like, let's go, man. Let's do this.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, eventually after a while, you start to run out of things to do. It's like, you're at the house and, I don't mind it. I don't get the whole people who are against the whole mask thing and all that. I'm like, I started off in the wrestling business wearing a mask, wrestling in a mask. So wearing a mask over this part of my face is nothing. So that's nothing to me. So, but eventually after a while, you're just kind of like, come on, guys, I want to get back home with my life.
I was going with the soldiers, man, and the warriors from Iraq, the whole war and stuff back in the day, a bunch of times. And, we just put shrugs around our faces. It was like microscopic sand there. Mm-hmm. I mean, for this is really nothing to really, it doesn't bother me at all. I just, this is like a snowboarder mask, Yeah. Snowboarder mask. I just put it on and be like, "What's up?" And you guys want to party? Let's party.
What's funny with the mask is a lot of times you don't even know. You can probably go out in public and not have anybody know who you are because you have the mask covering the bottom part of your face, and you can just walk around in public and be like, you fuckers don't even know that it's me walking around near you."
I'm constantly in disguise, just like you, buddy. I know you're the disguise master.
And also, Shook the World was written for Team USA. And we see that all the proceeds went towards Team USA. It was released during the Olympics. However, the deadline wasn't met. What does it mean when the deadline wasn't met?
Is that far as like recording?
Yeah.
What Shaun White did is like triple jam, man.
Yeah.
I wrote that song for Muhammad Ali, man.
Oh, really? Yeah. Nice.
Shook Up the World. I mean, I just saw it on the TV and I was like, shoot, man, I'm going to write a song called I Shook Up the World. Nice. And the Olympics gave us like, some cheese to do it with. But you know what? They actually kind of excluded any type of, I guess, any type of, money, monetarily type of stuff. They kept it while the Olympics were going on, and then once the Olympics were over, then they released the cheese, as you would say, perhaps. I don't freaking know. I was on tour the whole time, man.
And of course, everybody can find you on Puddle of Mudd TV on YouTube. What all can everybody expect to see from the Puddle of Mudd TV on YouTube, in case anybody hasn't seen it yet or discovered it yet?
I'm going to try to make it very, very, leave it to Beaver, but I want to name the show Shave the Beeve.
Actually, speaking of that, we were having a discussion earlier about your one album right before we came on with you called Volume 4 Songs in the Key to Love and Hate. And originally it was going to be called Jacket on the Rack. I was like, I definitely want to ask him about that. And then Mike was like, well,
it's got to be a play on words.
Yeah. He's like, it's got to be a play on words. And, he's like, just sound it out. Jacket on the rack. And I'm like, all right. Yeah.
About to do that. No. Yeah. There's always some people that come into your little world and they try to tell you what to freaking do. And it's like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to, live my life, have a good time, have some fun. And, I thought that was freaking hilarious because what was the Blink 182 album was, what the heck was that one called?
Yeah. Take off your pants and jacket. Is
take
that,
off your pants. Yeah. Come up with certain deals and certain kind of things and catchy, whatever, anything you connect with people. And I thought Jacket on the Rack was kind of cool. So, anyway, somebody came in and shut that fucking down, man. they're like, no, you're not going to be able to do that. No way.
Well, here's what I'll do. I will name the title of this episode 23, Jacket on the Rack. Special guest, Wes Scantlin from Puddle of Mudd. There you go. Then that way, Jacket on the Rack will live with Wes through this podcast.
What are you going to do, baby?
And Wes, when you guys started off, it was roughly 1991, 1992. Did you guys ever think that –
Shit.
Oh, we lost Wes for a second. You there, Wes?
Oh, fucking phone out about shit.
Oh, all right. We still hear you. We just lost the video. It's all right. When you started off in 1991, 1992, did you guys ever think that you guys would be where you are right now?
Oh, no. You have a charger? You guys still there?
Yep, we're still here.
Hold on. I need this to be plugged in. Can you plug it into my CD? Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry, dude.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, when we go live, it's just a special way. You know, it's something extra for the fans who watch, so we can just, you know, once we get it to the editing floor, it's
okay.
100% fine. And also, we see that you guys did a couple of themes for WWE. You guys had a 2004 theme for the Royal Rumble, and you guys also were the main theme for Raw versus SmackDown 2008. So how did that work? Did they get a hold of you guys directly and go, hey, you know, you guys want to do our video game?
You know what? They're professional people. I love them. They're awesome, and I love to work with them. And, you know, I'll hopefully have more ventures in the future with them.
Now, and a lot of people that I know through the wrestling industry talk about this. How many times have you been compared to Edge from WWE?
Dude, I was in jail and I was sitting there, man, seriously, for like 3 months. And I was just in this little space and I'd jump up and down like this, man. And I was like, I'm gonna like get out of this jail and I'll go to rehab and then I'll freaking get out of rehab and then I'm gonna go fucking excuse me. Anyway, but yeah, and then I thought that I could like rescue Edge, who comes back from like I'm his like long lost freaking brother, like twin brother or something.
Yeah. Hey, that could probably work.
That would probably work. And I mean, WWE, they're the type of people that, you know, it's the whole thing that you guys are much alike. You know, they could have had you guys perform, and you know, have you put it this way? Have you guys ever considered doing a song exclusively for someone in pro wrestling, like let's say in AEW or WWE? Have you guys ever said, man, we would love to do a song for that guy?
I've never been approached, but I'd do it. You know, I'll give it a whirl. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be great, but you know, I'll give it a shot.
That would actually be pretty badass, having Wes Scantlin, who's Edge's doppelganger, do one of the themes for Edge in WWE. And then knowing Vince McMahon and how he does stuff, Wes is going through a hat change, flipping it around.
Are you a Kansas City fan?
Cheers! Hey! Cheers! What? Come on.
Now, Wes, are you from Kansas City?
I surely am. Born and raised.
Awesome.
And how long have you been out in California?
You know what? I really have been on tour like for the last 20 years. Seriously. I just get a little bit of a snip of a little bit of a break. This is actually an amazing break for me. And I'm just writing songs and, you know, watching the Chiefs like win and stuff because they rock. And I'm doing a Chiefs song, man. I'm doing like a, you know, a supporting Chiefs song. So I'm actually gonna work on that when I get off the phone with y'all, man.
Oh, so, nice. So
yeah,
you're a Kansas City Royals fan as well. I'm a big baseball.
Hey! Woo!
It was good to see them win the World Series just recently too. You know, when the Royals won, you know, but it's crazy how a team will come through, they'll win the World Series, and then the season afterwards,
Win the
they
fucking
just
Super Bowl.
they just kind of fall off. But also the Chiefs won the Super Bowl recently, also. So, Kansas City has a lot going on with that. So, congratulations to your teams. I think the Royals was 2-3 seasons ago when they won the World Series. And what we're going to do real quick is we're going to get into our segment, Ode to Humanity. And I'm not sure if I talked about this. What we do is we play a couple of games with you. First is Never Have I Ever. And what we do is we randomly draw a card out of the deck, and then we just ask, hey, have you ever done this? And this one is, and I'm not sure if any of you guys have done this. Mine is, never have I ever taken a shower with at least 2 people.
Yeah, I've never done that.
No, Wes has never done that. I've never taken a shower with 2 people, but there was a time we were at the ocean and we were drinking, and we made a jacuzzi tub out of the regular bathtub in the hotel with bubbles, and it was me, somebody else, and 2 chicks that were all together in the tub at one time.
Nice.
So yeah, that happened. Unfortunately,
you got way more energy than I do,
wife,
bro.
who was one of the people that were there, and he was there before they were together.
You get way more energy than
Yeah.
Woohoo!
And now what we're going to do also, and Matt here, you want to go ahead and do these? What we do is we also do Cards Against Humanity. So what we're going to do is we're going to read you the black card, and then we'll read you off all the white cards, and whichever one you think is the best option, that'll be the answer. So here you go, Matt. I'll let you do the honors.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Question is, times have changed, girlfriend. If you want to meet people in New York, you got to be down for nipples the size of CDs, fingering each other's buttholes, a penis that gets too hard and explodes blood, the incredible he'll suck your nipples. What? Yogurt that spoons in pleasure as you eat it.
What?
Uncut daddy dick.
Okay.
Pelican that will one day eat Scarlett Johansson's baby. What the fuck is this?
Is that for real? Are you guys joking around with me, man? Really?
No.
I'll go A.
It's Cards Against Humanity, and yeah. And we always draw one card, and we just draw them all randomly out of the box. Would you want us to? You want us to ask you again?
No, I said A. I said A, man.
A.
My answer is A.
A. Nipples the size of CDs.
I don't know, man. I mean, my girlfriend just tried to stick a freaking plate up her freaking kuchacha.
So Wes's answer for Ode to Humanity to Cards Against Humanity version is, times have changed, girlfriend. If you want to meet people in New York, you have got to be down for nipples the size of CDs. And what we're going to also do is do Would You Rather.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. A lot of times with Cards Against Humanity, nothing makes sense. You'll be sitting there drunk playing the game, and you're like, am I really doing all this shit?
Forget about it.
So what we're going to do also is Would You Rather. So if you had the choice, if you had to swim in a swimming pool filled with battery acid, or would you rather have piranhas eat the dead skin off the bottom of your feet?
Oh, dear. I would actually have to, I'd go with the piranha off the dead skin.
Oh, all right. All right.
That.
Yeah. I think I would go with the battery acid because I'm not sure if I would trust the piranha.
You are full of poo-poo. There's no way, dude. You want to get soaked with battery acid. No thank you.
And Wes, what do you think will be the next video out of the new album that you guys will probably release?
Well, teamwork makes the dream work. So it'll be a collaboration of of people that are working together for this record and for the just focused on and just like just going for it and just being rockers and having a good time and just So I can't really say that, but there's a lot of really cool songs, man. Really, I mean, it's quite amazing, and it shocks me every time. I get blown away, man. It's amazing.
That album is definitely a day one buy one.
And
like, you gotta buy it.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to do, man. It's just like really incredible.
Right.
And do you have enough content right now for your? And I know you said you're always writing.
Yes.
It would happen. Do you have enough content to pump out another album within the next year or two?
Of course, yeah. I mean, seriously, I'm working on the next album constantly. Thank God for this time off. Unfortunately, I didn't really want to have to actually say that kind of a statement, but I'm actually enjoying the break it's really nice, man, to be able to like get a little freedom and be able to just write and just, turn loose, yell, scream, do melodies and stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just fun.
Through your house in just your boxers with your arms just flailing, you're like, yeah, because you have
man. Freedom. Yeah. It's wonderful, man. I feel really, really bummed out, and I pray for everybody's safety and health. I'm really actually enjoying this time to create, because I'm a creator, I'm a writer, I'm an artist, and I love it. And thanks to you guys, that, I can continue to keep doing this because you guys rock, and all you freaking guys help.
We appreciate you.
I love you guys.
100%. Like, we try to be a little bit different with our show. We try to ask questions most other people don't ask. The games are really fun. You were even like, you're like, is this like, what the shit is it? You'll probably be like, you don't believe the shit that they asked me in this game.
I don't even care, man. I got actually some new artists coming up.
Yeah.
And I'm seriously getting ready to like throw some super cool artists your guys' way.
Oh,
It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind.
I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but there's a band over in Europe. They're called Ego Kill Talent. We interviewed Theo from them. They're awesome. If you ever bump into them, I told them, I wish that they'll come over to America and play more in America. Their stuff's great. So if you ever bump into them, they're great guys. Hopefully you guys can hook up and, do some sort of tour together, because
sweet.
They're awesome as well.
Supposed to
hook that up, man.
Yeah, they were supposed to tour with Metallica, and then COVID happened. Yeah.
Yeah, right. COVID like messed them. It's just drag. Whoever invented COVID, I think is going to be basically exiled. For sure.
You've been all over the world. Where would you say is your favorite place to travel to or play throughout the world?
Did you have a favorite?
My favorite place in the entire world is at Arrowhead, Kansas City Chiefs Stadium.
What do you think was the most?
Because we're gonna win the Super Bowl again, so you guys can just get off your high horses for right now. Because Mahomes, man, I gotta get into this, writing this song for the Mahomes and all the guys, man.
Yeah. And another great is if you Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson, because we have Lamar over here. This is Raven.
That guy's awesome.
Here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Lamar. Definitely if we could see something in the Super Bowl where those two go head to head, that would be tremendous, because seeing Mahomes and Lamar on two different sides,
they're both AFC.
That would be the championship.
I'm telling you, man, Brady's coming, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Around that cat, how many Super Bowls that dude win?
Oh yeah, and he's like what? 40.
He got like 19 billion freaking Super Bowls.
It's just funny. He goes to a team like the Buccaneers, which isn't a bad team. Like, they're an average, good team, but it's just wow. He took them.
He's rocking it, bro.
Yeah. He is a one-man
dude.
And
I like when people like bring you down, but you got like awesomeness inside of you. And and everybody's like bringing it down, all this stuff, and it's funner just to like come up and go, "Oh, really? Oh, what are you doing? Nothing. I'm winning."
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't sit there and deny that Tom Brady is not a win. Like, he is definitely a winner. He's probably, no doubt, he's going to go down as one of the all-time best quarterbacks of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you say, out of all of your travels, the most wild, raucous, loudest crowd that you've played in front of?
Sheesh. Holy Moses. You know what, man? I mean, it doesn't really, in my opinion, and it never, I don't really get to see the crowd because I'm focused on a focal point. Because I'm concentrating on trying to sing as great as I can. You know, winded and everything, you know what I'm talking about. You know, so, you know, once in a while, some people might get in a little bit of a little fight, you know, but everything's pretty cool, you know. There's a lot of good-looking ladies, and that basically makes the world go around anyway. You know, fat bottom girls, too. They make the world go round. You know, I don't know. All the ladies in the world make the rockin' world go round.
Well, Wes,
I think that was that Queen? And he was gay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Have you seen the documentary? The documentary was unreal.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And the guy that they casted for him did such a great job. I don't think he looked like Freddie Mercury as much when he had the long hair. But once he started when they had him with the short hair, almost spitting image. And
he did great.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of the ladies, you do know that we have adult film stars on here all the time. That's
Nice.
that's one of our favorite things, interviewing the adult film stars. And Wes, I think what we're going to do is in a couple, we're going to let you go ahead and go. Where can everybody find you and find a new album and everything that's going on with Puddle of Mudd?
Yeah, you guys, man, I love you guys, all the fans in the world. You guys are amazing. You guys totally rock. Thank you, guys. And you can go to puddleofmuddtv.com, and, you know, everything's right there, and we will be rocking soon. Everybody call your scientists and call your doctors and call your pediatricians and your gynecologists, and, yeah, get the vaccine done, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, let's get that vaccine. So we can get on the road and get on with our lives. All right, Wes, we know you're a busy guy. We're going to go ahead and let you get out of here. Thank you so much for being on the Happy Hour podcast. If you're ever in the Maryland area, definitely reach out. We'll hook up. We'll do another interview, hang out, you know, have some laughs. And thank you for being on Happy Hour podcast. For Ray, Mike, and Matt, and Wes, we will see you guys next week.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, man. Hey, Wes, real quick, before
Yes, sir.
we go, would you be able to say this is Wes from Puddle of Mudd and you're listening to Happy Hour podcast?
Yep. You ready?
All ready to go.
Hey, what's up? This is Wes Scantlin from Puddle of Mudd, and you're listening to Happy Hour podcast.
All right, man. Thank you. We appreciate it, man. Thanks for being on.
You guys rock.
All right.
Thank
See you,
guys.
buddy. Good
Yeah.
luck with everything. Be safe.
You too, man.